my name is Sammy, and welcome to the next part in my Stream Theory playthrough of Half-Life 2 Episode 1, where I'll be playing the game live while also providing analysis and commentary as I go. So, lots of exciting stuff happened in the first introductory part of, well, the game and of this playthrough. This episode entry in the Half-Life series starts off with a bang, because, well, Half-Life 2 ended with a bang and it has to start with that, essentially, in the follow-up, which are these Half-Life 2 episodes. So, Alyx and Gordon here, both successfully, what's the word? Diverted an explosion that could wipe out all of City 17, and successfully escaped from the Citadel. And now it's time to just get out of the Citadel and return some important information to their call it their mentors, or Gordon's mentor, Isaac Kleiner. Been instrumental in helping with the rebellion against the Combine, alien race who have taken over the Earth, as well as Alex's dad, Eli Vance. So we need to take some vital information back to them, and first part of that is just to get out of City 17 and get away from the Citadel. So we went into a train, which then derailed into this area, so now we just gotta figure out what's gonna go on next. We have these landmines here, which can pick up and then destroy these guys here. I'll do that. So we still don't have a proper weapon just yet, but we're seeing that, this scenario here, this little environmental scene, showing us we can do a lot with the gravity gun just by picking up various things in the environment, throwing at them, using this as a sort of makeshift weapon. A lot we can do with the gravity gun. And of course, if you've played Half-Life 2, you're already well versed in that. In the gravity gun, using the gravity gun as a weapon. You almost don't need any sort of proper gun or any other weapon because of how versatile the gravity gun can be. As long as you are able to use it to make use of your environment, various objects inside there. I mean, it's one of the best ways to interact with your surroundings and your environment. Whereas a gun, just straight up shooting enemies, very direct damage. Whereas the gravity gun forces you to be creative with your surroundings, and it's kind of brilliant because of the way it makes you think on your feet. You're required to look around you and use whatever resources you can, whereas a gun, the resources, everything you need is with you already, except if you run out of bullets and you need to find more. So right now we're presented with another puzzle.
This open. Let's see if we can find a power box.
And Alyx is here as our partner AI. She's giving us hints here as far as how to get past this door.
I've heard stories about you and your deaths. Dr.
Get this out of the way.
Whenever he locked himself out of his office.
Alright. It seems like a dialogue glitch there. She probably should have continued talking. And the subtitles continued to go there, but then it stopped. Strange to see that. I usually don't see glitches like that in a high-quality game like one from Valve. That is very far down. I guess that was one of the purposes of having that flare. One is just to light the duct, but also you can drop it to make sure it is if you can jump down there and safely land. And the answer is no. Seeing as I have a flashlight, it's not totally imperative that I use a flare, because the flare will... Flashlight's just fine, I can recharge it. It automatically recharges when I'm not using it. Or a flare allows me to not use my flashlight and preserve my power. Preserve my energy. Alright, so... where are we now? We are on the other side, it's great. You can see Alyx there, we are... I think there was actually one scenario in which could accidentally turn ourselves around and then jump down into the same room. So that's actually, from what I know, there is a story moment there that I didn't necessarily see, but not really imperative to the story. It's just like a little aside moment where if you don't traverse the ducts correctly and you circle right back to the same room, you get a little bit more dialogue from Alyx there, kind of I guess poking fun at you a little bit for messing up. That's fine. Did it right this time and got in the room. Now we're seeing another reason for Alyx being here, being with us, how important she is as an agent, not just in the story, but also as a partner in the experience and getting you through the game. Whereas if you are alone, the game has to go to a completely different way of communicating to you what you need to do. I think for most part, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 1, of course, both of those games thoroughly explored the experience, the solo experience, in terms of leading you through a path, a journey, and communicating to you just purely through environmental design. Where Half-Life 2 gets a little bit more into using companion AI in certain instances to help you out. Let's see. To find a way actually to... Aha! So there is a gun. It's the first gun. There's another one here too. I want to make sure you pick up the pistol as well. And we have a energy capsule thing. So finally have some proper weapons, and as versatile as the gravity gun is, it doesn't mean the game the game can't make proper use of weapons either. So weapons also have their uses, even in terms of puzzles like shooting off this lock. Alright, so make sure everything's safe and sound before we go on. Still can't open the door. Alyx is waiting to actually restore power. So as far as the companion AI and how important they are to the experience, in terms of both story and in terms of on a mechanical level of how important they are to just you interacting with the world and the environments and traversing it, I think Half-Life 2 Episode 1 is the most obvious example where we see that happen in the Half-Life games. Half-Life 2 definitely has some of that, introduces some of that, but Half-Life 1 is almost entirely based around that sort of interaction with your companion AI. And it's mostly going to be about Alyx here, helping you out, getting through. We're going to see that a lot more going forward. But we're only a few moments, about a little over an hour into the game, and we've already seen various examples of how that works out. How she helps us. So right now we actually... Alyx has weapons, and she can help us with combat, fighting these zombies. However, she doesn't have access to light. So here we can actually work together. I shine a light on the zombies and then she'll shoot them. Meanwhile, I myself have a gun that I can use to shoot enemies. I'm not necessarily helpless. Let's see. Guess we're going this way. Aha. Shine a light on this zombie and then she'll be able to shoot him. This is another direct example of how we're working together. Get through. I think that what Half-Life 2 Episode 1 does most is that, the making use of that companion AI and working together. That is like the most creative thing that this episode does.
The Combine's defense field must have collapsed.
And we see many different examples of how it experiments with that. Experiments with the working with the AI. Alright. So we're gonna, as far as this particular level, it's a very dark area, meant to be a kind of a survival type of experience. Definitely not the scariest of places. It does get a little worse as far as fear goes. There have been examples of that in across all of Half-Life, the Half-Life series. This is just touching on the surface of what Valve and Half-Life can do in terms of survival horror. No, it's not really purely that genre, but being in the dark here and fighting zombies can get fairly tense, for sure. These guys alive? No, they're not. It's another twist on an enemy that we haven't seen before.
That's like a zombine.
A zombine.
Right? Zombine, get it?
First see these enemies here for the first time. So normally when these I forget what they're called.
Look out! It's got a grenade!
Things on these, what do they call it? Head crawlers? Something like that. They go on a human and they turn into those zombies that we've been fighting before. But now we're seeing the first time what happens when they go onto a Combine soldier. And we're seeing that they have a special ability. They can pull out a grenade, which the Combine can use. Take you down. So they're just a little bit more powerful than a standard issue zombie.
Keep the light on it.
Let's use this light some people up. Oh boy. Yep, they hurt a lot if you let them. I have a shotgun, why don't I use it? Probably a good idea. Oh, okay. Got a little bit lucky in that one of the zombies pulled out a grenade and kind of blew everybody up. Gotta let my flashlight charge a little bit. One sort of combat rhythm I'm starting to develop here is that while I have my own weapons to work with, I eventually will have to reload. And while I'm reloading, I can shine the flashlight on the enemies to then allow Alyx to fill in that gap, that little gap where I'm reloading. It works out very well. That sort of rhythm. I'm shooting, then I have to reload, and then while I am reloading, she'll cover me. Alright, let's see if I can get in here. No. So from what I learned, I have to restore power before I can access that door. Recognize the keypad. It's the similar one to we've seen before.
You go first.
Let's grab this. So she can also use the light from the flares. Good little important detail. Alright, so there's another one of those power boxes. Light the area up, and now the door should be powered. Let's see. Let's get straight to that door then. Don't need to linger about. The longer we wait here, the more ammo I end up using. Where is it?
I hate these things.
Aha. Alright. Normally I don't like using ammo on those things. I suppose I could use the gravity gun and like launch some of these barrels at them. Just conserve ammo. For the most part, whenever I see those in Half-Life 2, I would use my crowbar. Actually, pretty strange that we don't have the crowbar yet, because traditionally speaking, one of the first weapons that we would end up getting in a Half-Life game. So I think already we're seeing a sort of twist on the formula Half-Life, where we're not getting the crowbar first as just a direct means of interacting in the environment, just whacking things. Here we start off with the gravity gun, which I guess is what this game is saying is that the gravity gun is the new crowbar in its versatility and its your way to impact the environment. Like there's you can agree with that. I can see that. I guess what I'm saying is I tend to agree with that reading of the gravity gun, is that it is the new crowbar, and its ability, just every way and better in terms of interacting with the environment. Alright, so open the gate, but then we have these things attacking us. And I guess the puzzle here is to figure out how to turn the wheel while also not being damaged by these things. And it looks like we have to block the hole here. This car. Actually did not want to do that. I wanted to nudge it just a little bit more. There we go. That's better.
Wouldn't have thought you could plug up the burrow that way.
So I mean, I wonder if we just, for a long time, we didn't solve this puzzle. If Alyx here would say, "Hey, how about we plug up that hole?" I don't know. It's probably worth experimenting with that to see like how much the game hints at you, if that hint system is necessary. But I don't know. It's just, for most players, I think doing something like plugging in the hole would be a little obvious. So we ended up figuring to do this out before she needed a hint. She needed to give that hint to us. I guess my only question is whether that hint system is there at all, at least for this scenario. Probably is. There we go. Save the bullets. Works just as well. Alright, so making our way through this subterranean area.
Shine your light on that barnacle.
A lot of these barnacles. Alyx here seems to have unlimited ammo, so I might as well just either do this, or another way to stop these is just to occupy them. Oh, we're seeing a lot of these zombies are coming this way, but thankfully we have the barnacles there in our path as well. You can use them strategically to, you know, take out these. The barnacles can take out the zombies here. A lot of ways in which the various enemies in the world can interact. We've already seen a lot of that in Half-Life 2. We're just seeing more of that in Episode 1. Make sure I don't get taken myself on a ride. Alright. Alyx is taking care of most of them here. Alright, how about we blow them up? Don't think I need that health.
Let's go.
Alright, I think we're making our way to the end of this environment here. Let's see what's up next. It's a really dark room. Yep, we hit a load screen, so usually means different chapters upcoming. So it looks like the zombies are attracted to the glow of the grenade there. Pretty important detail. Come on, Alyx, you have guns. Use them. Okay, so we see another one of those holes. Gonna have to plug them up again. Looks like it. Start doing that. Not delay. There we go. One down. Alright, looks like that one's taken care of, but I gotta find other cars. Alright, I'm kind of gotta get out of here. Here's another one. So this is a kind of, you're solving a puzzle in distress. You have to plug these holes up, find where the cars are. It's not that easy. The end lines will keep spawning infinitely, so you gotta figure this out as quickly as possible while also working on the puzzle itself. But the more holes that I plug out here, the less of a situation it'll be. Fewer of those antlines will spawn. It seems like it's tough at first, but I kind of like the whole puzzle solving in distress sort of situation that this puts us in. Gotta find that last car now. See, there's one over there, it seems. Does this one count as a car? I don't think so. Buried. So a lot fewer of them are attacking us now, which gives us a little bit more breathing room to solve this. Looks like I do need to get in here and figure out where. Probably from above. Gotta go one level up. Alright, I think we're almost there. Alright, so I think that must be the way out. Yeah, exit. Right, so deliberately put this obstacle here, this this gate that you need to lift up. But you can't open it until we finally solve that puzzle and block all of the holes. So you need to do this first. If you try, like, I try to open that first. Maybe I can use this. No. Trying to get the save some ammo by using the car. There we go. That's better. So if I try to do the turn the dial on the other gate, I'll eventually get attacked by an antlion. That's the way the level is designed. So I absolutely have to take care of this first. Order of operations. Interesting design for sure. Very clever, I think. The way you have to. First, you're solving the puzzle under duress, and then. Okay, is that considered blocked? Yeah, it is. So I am completely safe now. Everything's blocked. Should be good to go. Stock up on stuff here. Very exciting at first, this puzzle, and you gotta think on. It forces you to think on your feet and just get to where you gotta go. Otherwise, you are under a torrential downpour of those antlions constantly attacking you. But if you're able to think on your feet and keep your wits about you, then I don't think it matters because there's actually more of these health kits over here. Then you can get through the room and overcome the challenge. I really like the way this whole area is designed. Very clever, I think. And now that we're free of the antlions, I can open up the gate and can continue on. Probably expect more things. Yep, definitely. Alright. Just rewarded a little bit more resources by exploring here. But in doing so, I also have to deal with another enemy. So it's kind of a balance we're achieving here. Isn't totally free.
You've got that hazard suit. This water's nasty. That room for two in there?
There we go. I just gotta manage my way through here. See what this room is all about. I think maybe I want to deal some damage that way. Actually, let's pick this thing up, why don't we? There we go. That's a lot better. Almost ended up dying there, but quickly turned things around. Let's see if I can find a health thing somewhere. There we go. That's better. Oh, I remember this place. This is this is a pretty intense situation got to deal with here. see what that means coming up. Alright, so...
An actual elevator. I would have settled for stairs.
Actually, just want the health kits. Gotta charge myself a little bit here.
You've got to be kidding.
Alright, let my flashlight charge up a little bit. We can't go any further. Another one of those power up the important device situation. And you can figure it out by following the wires, the electrical wires. Of course, we've got to power it up. It's going to be powered by electricity, which is going to go through wires. It's going to follow the wires through the environment here. See if I can activate this, and there we go. And lost it, but I think I can still see it going through the top there. See through here? No, no. Wonder if this guy's alive. Yeah, he is. Usually are alive.
Ow!
Okay, I gotta find that wire, so I gotta... Let's see. It is going that way. Aha, through there, I see. Get a flare through here, I think. I can turn off the light a bit. Ah, more health. I need that. Alright, so I'm all set in terms of ammo, mostly. Let's just get through. Okay.
Keep your light on it.
There we go, let's activate that flare, and this is where we need to go. Trying to grab this thing. There it is. Trudy would take a lot of punishment, though. Alright, let's get this done with. Get this over with then.
Hey, I hear the elevator. It's moving. Oh, and here comes trouble.
Yeah, let's get back to the elevator. Hold our, make her stand there. So I'm going to save some of my ammo by using as many of the various environmental objects that I can. There we go, that's better. Sure do take a lot of punishment.
Taking so long.
Let's see. Pretty intense situation going on. Uh-oh. That's not good.
I hear the elevator. It's moving again.
There we go. Sure do take a lot of punishment.
Here comes trouble.
See, there's another one, right? Yeah, there is. Alright, so let's light up these passageways so I don't have to constantly use my flashlight all the time. Alright, so this is definitely meant to be a pretty intense like showdown. Alright, elevator's here.
It's here. Oh, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Considerably better than the first try, that's for sure.
It was close.
I think the key there is using the flares to keep everything lit, so you know Alyx can keep on shooting things. If she can't see anything, then she can't help us, and that's one less gun being shot. You know, one less weapon used against them. They can quickly overwhelm. The zombies can quickly overwhelm us. So continuing to get her
Let's get out of here.
to fight is key to do that, as well as you know preserving ammo, using the environment, gravity gun, everything. I think that's essentially the ultimate test as far as you know everything that we learn up until this point. Using the gravity gun, using our weapons, and using interacting with the environment in terms of keeping it lit and working with Alyx. Like you can see how complex that one scene there is. And all that working together ends up making it an intense climactic scene on our way out of those subterranean areas. Yeah, very well designed very well designed battle at the end of that chapter there, the story. So right now, we just gotta figure out how to get back to the surface. Usually, if we see one of those red handles, probably worth turning it. Let's see what's going on in here. Is there anything else in here? I think there might be. It's not in there, actually. We need to figure out that the crank we used to open this is the same one we need. Or is it another one? We need to use a similar one. It must be in here somewhere then. Just gotta keep breaking these boxes. There it is.
The handle's broken off. That's it. See if the crank still works. Come on, Gordon, crank that thing. Great. Okay, let's get to the train yard before the Citadel blows.
All right. So we were there. Took a train yard out of there, which is why we're pretty far away.
There are many modified post-human allies still remaining on Earth who will be doing their utmost to re-establish lines of communication.
Now, as far as seeing here, we're seeing a message from Kleiner to the people. Seeing what finally happened to the Citadel, you know, what we did at the end of Half-Life 2. Explosion at the top there.
We continue to diligently assemble and train a new generation of
And right now our mission is just to get the heck out of Dodge, get out of the city. So what I like about this area in particular is just how much information is told to us. You know, not necessarily through Kleiner himself, you know, through his direct dialogue, just through the environment. You know, we can easily observe what is going on with the Citadel, which has been like the center point, the center detail, what is the term for that? Marker or landmark. Yeah, landmark. This is like the single most important landmark in terms of relative location, determining where we are, where we need to go. Right now, throughout Half-Life 2, the Citadel was like the landmark, the ultimate goal was to get there. Now, it's serving a different purpose, like serving how far away from City 17 we are, I suppose. You know, plus, of course, there's the obvious details in terms of what Kleiner is telling us directly, or telling the people. And that is a important, you know, exposition info dump as to what is going on. That is more obvious in terms of information. The less obvious stuff would be the observing the environment, and getting details through that. I love using the gravity gun to break these things.
Probably us. From the rooftops.
Okay, can I fire this thing, please? There we go. That's better.
I was hoping we'd get a bit farther before they notice us again.
Alright, new weapon, picking it up from them, the standard machine gun. So we're seeing how a slowly gaining guns over again. You know, from the standard gravity gun, get the pistol, the shotgun, and now the machine gun, submachine gun. So we're slowly acquiring them again, getting new things. It's that ramp up of weapons, and each one gives you something new to do. Now we're gonna use weapon for more combat, of course. So we're seeing naturally another one of those block the whole puzzles, so we can make it through here a little bit more safely. You might not even want to block some of them down there, so they'll be able to take down the Combine and pit the enemies against each other. See what else there is here. Not much. Ah, there's one. Alright. Let's see, can we block this one? Maybe not, let's just get through. Alright, let's get inside, Alyx. Alright. So now we are to traverse this alone. Figure this out. We've already seen those tripwires and use them against the Combine. Take them down, so pretty obvious. Can do here, pull that. There we go. And we get the stuff inside too. Kill two birds with one stone. Aha. A red crank. What do we have to do there? We have to... Naturally, we see a red crank. Don't know what it does. We have to turn it. That's what this game has taught us. If we see a red crank, we have to turn it. Alright, so... looks like we'd have to use this to get across here, however... it's just not working out. So stop this from getting down. One way we could do that, I suppose, is to weight this side so that we could get across, but I think the alternative solution is, of course, to just keep this propped up like that. We can also block it even further. Now it should be... yeah, there we go. So turns off the gas there. I think that means that the fire on the other side is done too. Yep.
Nicely done. Let's head upstairs.
That opens the way here. Right. Pretty simple puzzle. Oh, whoops. Kind of fell down. Yeah, a lot of what Episode 1 does in particular, a little bit more than Half-Life 2 did, is playing a lot with the AI characters, the enemy AI, pitting them against each other, as well as your companion AI, everything interacting with each other. And that's, I think, what makes Episode 1 a little bit more... what makes Episode 1 in particular special, stand out compared to all the other chapters in the series. That is, it is Episode 1's main thing that it does, its main unique, what is it, a hallmark, I suppose? Its signature is how much it likes to play with the AI and have them interact with each other. Alright, looks like snipers? Yep, snipers. So, if we can get through here quickly without getting shot down. Right, Alyx can make them work for us.
Hold up a second. We can't get through here while that sniper's covering the street.
Alright, so yeah, she informs us of the sniper. Gotta figure out how to deal with this. So we just gotta go from cover point to cover point until we can get close enough to somehow deal with the sniper, and probably use these things. Okay, stay ducked down. There we go. Now it should take care of them. There, that's how it works. Okay, sniper nest down. Now I just have to figure out what to do here.
Took my head off.
Alyx will help us, I suppose. Alyx will figure things out.
Let me climb up and take a look at what we're walking into.
Aha, so, yep, Alyx will take point, providing us cover fire here. We'll see, like, another way in which Episode 1 has our companion AI aid us as we traverse through the environment.
You run point, okay?
A new little twist in this particular little segment.
When the coast is clear, I'll catch up. Okay, looks like I can get that ladder down to you. Let me shoot up.
This is actually one of my favorite ways in which it happens. It works pretty well. Yeah, she now becomes the sniper.
Nope, guess I'm not.
And she's helping us out. Alright, so it's gotta get through here now. Yep. She's over there, covering us. So now we can actually, let's keep them in sight. She'll take care of them. She's a really good shot. Alright, so anything in here? You know me, I very much like to explore and try to get as much out of the environments as possible. If there are any resources in here, leave no stone unturned, so on and so forth. Usually there are little ammo crates and whatnot to reward bouts of exploration. Any game that does that, I appreciate it very much. Valve is very accommodating to the explorer. Let's see. There we go. Let Alyx deal with it. So we're inside now, so we don't have her cover this time. Unless get to a point where she has a line of sight. Gotta work on that. Right, so here's a simple interaction we're seeing. She can cover us, but most of the boards are blocking her view. So we don't need to necessarily take down the zombies, we just gotta provide a line of sight for her. There we go, and she takes care of them just fine. So it's that sort of outside-the-box lateral thinking. We could just take these zombies out directly, of course, but then it's a less efficient method of doing that. She has a superior gun, and she can take them out very efficiently. All you need to do is clear the line of sight. So it's that sort of interaction with the AI. What episode 1 is all about. As soon as you figure that out, alright, the Zombine, a little tougher, so it's understandable that she can't take them out in one go. She did a lot of damage to them, anyhow. There's also something to be said about the way the game lets you approach that particular hallway scenario in your own way. I mean, you're most rewarded if you do remove those panels and let Alyx do the shooting for you. So here's another one of those situations. Her view is blocked, but if we remove the panels, then it's all of a sudden she can take out the Combine. I guess to finish my thought there with the hallway scenario, the other way to deal with that, of course, is to just take them on directly, which is a totally valid way of doing that, but definitely inefficient too. In fact, I'm not even sure if you have enough in terms of ammo to really do that, so I think you might need Alyx's help eventually. So block this hole if I can. There we go. Yeah, you see, I am pretty low on ammo anyhow. So I definitely need Alyx's help eventually. Alright, so as soon as I get through here, I think yeah, let's get through here. I think that's the main objective. There's nothing left, just to get inside using Alyx as a means of cover. Yeah, now she's following along. to do a little bit of cover for her myself. I believe that's it. Just gotta wait for the wait for the game to catch up. There we go.
Glad that's over.
It's probably the Citadel.
Looks like the reactor's back on track for a meltdown. That transmission's going out after all.
Okay, so as we learned, the Combine are doing that on purpose. They want the Citadel to melt down because it's their only means of relaying a message over to the dimension where they came from.
Okay, let's get in.
Well, then we actually all intercepted that message, and now we're trying to deliver it to Kleiner and Eli. So, since we destroyed their teleport device, like, this is their only means of relaying that message across the dimension by causing this huge explosion. Well, it's only a matter of time, eventually. More Combine. Alright, I think that's everybody. I see more of those weird things.
Just broke about 50 Combine regulations.
Yay, more new weapons.
What's that? Get away from the doors!
And this is the, what are they called? The Overwatch standard rifle, which is a submachine gun. This is definitely the more powerful rifle. Whenever you have that ammo, definitely use that. More accurate, more powerful. And it's pretty cool gun just to use. It just feels right. Pretty cool sounding weapon as well. Accurate. And interesting design. This is essentially the Combine's standard rifle.
It's shooting!
Alright. Now, one thing to keep in mind with Episode 1 is that it is just one episode. It is a much shorter experience than Half-Life 2 was. Or Half-Life 2, you know, around 15 to 20 hour experience, possibly even more. Episode 1 is a much shorter experience, so that's why we're seeing a whole bunch of various elements, mechanics being introduced in a sort of rapid succession. Very, like, in just one part of playing, I've already seen so many different guns introduced. We're requiring new things and various different gameplay elements, and it's that sort of that fast pace of getting through these, going through these various scenarios and new experiences. It's another way in which Episode 1 differs from the larger experience of Half-Life 2. Got an antline battle here now. Let's oh boy. And so they've already taken care of the Combine. Now we have to fight them. I believe this is antlion, sort of, so you can call it a queen. Large antlion. Get out of the way. Also, this same puzzle as well to block the holes makes things a little bit easier. Then the smaller ones won't be spawning all the time. It's definitely another one of those, you know, puzzle solving in duress while under duress, because this thing will always be on your tail at the same time. Alright, let's block this one. Whoa, okay. There we go. I don't think I quite blocked them. Aha, got it. Gotta nudge it a little bit, I suppose. There we go, that's better. Oh, now we gotta deal with the combine. See, are there any more of those? Yeah, they are. Maybe I'll use this thing. Leave it here if I need it. There we go. Oh, nice. Got a rebel freedom fighter guy. Alright, I think all done here. Alright, so get through this next part, and I think maybe right now this is a good place to wind down the stream. I think about, let's see, just make, yeah, there we go, that's fine. It's a good place to end the stream and pick this up right here. Looks like a little looks like a puzzle gotta solve. Right before that puzzle, I think, pretty good place to start off with the next stream. So wind down the stream just by saying that thank you very much for watching, tuned in. If you'd like to watch the archives of this playthrough of Half-Life 2 Episode 1, you can go over to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/YamsterSam. And you can also follow me on Twitter at YamsterSam. And of course, if you happen to be watching over on YouTube and you want to watch me live, that'll be on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/YamsterSam. Alright, so pick this up right here, right where we left off, and continue on with Half-Life 2 Episode 1, my playthrough, next time. So until then, see you later.